Hello everyone. So today my speech topic will be focusing on the coronavirus. So as early as November 2019, the first case is known as a deadly virus emerged in Hubei province in China. The virus is said to have originated in bats. The authorities suspect that they were sold at the wet market, a place where customers buy fresh food, seafood, vegetable, and meat, including live animals that are slaughtered on site. By December 2019, more cases were detected in Wuhan, the capital of Hubei province in China, which means the virus was transmitted through human-to-human contact. Soon enough, the virus turned into global pandemic as thousands of positive cases arose in various countries around the world, including the first cases in the United States on January 19, 2020. Up until this day, the world has been dealing with an invisible life-threatening enemy known as COVID-19 or coronavirus. Scientists around the world have spent the past year searching for the potential vaccine and treatment, but still none exist. Several safety measures such as stay-at-home order, lockdown, social distancing, and wearing masks have been established, but the death toll continues to rise rapidly. Needless to say, people should think not only for the safety of their health but for the other as well. It is extremely important for people to take the necessary precaution when going out in public and only go out for the essential to prevent and slow the spread of the deadly virus. So COVID-19 is an infection disease caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome. Since then, the disease has caused a massive outbreak and spread rapidly in various countries worldwide. As in December 7, 2020, more than 67 million confirmed cases have been reported in 191 countries and regions around the world. More than 1.53 million patients have died. The spread is still ongoing on the world, mainly spread through oral and nasal secretion, including respiratory droplets from coughing, sneezing, and choking. Common symptoms of disease include fever, cough, shortness of breath, loss of taste, and smell. In the current pandemic, the coronavirus has created a huge crisis worldwide. The spread of disease has been alarming. There is currently no effective vaccine or antiviral drug for severe spectral infectious pneumonia. In some instances, however, it takes about 2 weeks for symptoms to show up, and sometimes it may not be obvious but can still be transmissible. For this reason, it is very important that once a person shows any sign of these symptoms, they must contact a healthcare provider to evaluate and determine whether they should take the test of COVID-19. If positive, and then they must stay home for 2 weeks and self-isolate away from other family members and friends. Also wear face masks and social distance if out of public. Without proper care, a person with COVID-19 have the possibility of developing heart and liver problems, respiratory failure, pneumonia, and it can even lead to death. In this case, if symptoms worsen, the infected person must seek for intensive medical care. A democratic republic in East Asia, a country called Taiwan, officially the Republic of China, located near China's east-south side, has been spotlighted during the pandemic. Despite being remarkably close to the pandemic outbreak location, however, relying on the effective early action and good pandemic comes out of pandemic prevention with empowerment household quarantine, Taiwan has become one of the countries successfully prevent the pandemic spread. It is a perfect example to learn from Taiwan's preventive measure to reduce the possibility of spreading virus for the world on the battle against the coronavirus. A praised Taiwan pandemic preventing article on CNN News titled "Taiwan just went 200 days without any local transmitted COVID-19 cases. Here's how they did it" by Joshua Bernier. He claims Taiwan's healthcare system and the close surveillance and consistently track infected persons has helped Taiwan prevent the spread of coronavirus disease. Taiwan combined health insurance data with boarding customer and immigration data to create a real warning time system. And since the travel warning were issued, people must be mandatory quarantine as long as they return to Taiwan from the pandemic area within 14 days. And within these 14 days, Joshua claimed, a very careful contact tracing and stringent quarantine of close contact are the best way to prevent COVID-19. The information significantly emphasized the unity of Taiwanese government, and not only the pandemic prevention measure, but also comprehensively prevent the new type of coronavirus pneumonia in mainland China and ensure the safety of Taiwan's nation defense pandemic. Joshua used the rhetorical strategy of logos by providing the factual evidence to build up his credibility to sustain his claim that illustrated the manner of Taiwan against COVID-19 and a point worth America to imitate and learn. So in conclusion, I'm actually a Taiwanese who's currently living here. And I am pretty surprised and proud of my country with a such low infection rate during the pandemic. And I hope in today's speech that I could substantially not to stop and but just help to slow down the pandemic in US and that more people in the world sees Taiwan.